Have you ever wondered why it's almost impossible for a lot of women to leave harmful marriages until it becomes too late? Welcome to another page of the Diary of an Unpartnered Mom, a space where we speak the truth society often expect women to endure quietly. Hi, I'm Oyi, your host, and I've been there, done the work, and I'm here to guide you through the journey of healing, rebuilding, and choosing yourself again. Today we are going to be talking about the pressure and the reasons a lot of women stay in harmful relationships, sometimes even until it gets too late. And when it gets too late, you hear something like, why didn't she leave? What was she waiting for? Did she see? Couldn't she have just carried her bags and walked away? Why did she have to endure until it got too late? Forgetting that leaving is sometimes the hardest thing women have to do. Let's talk about the fear. Fear of the unknown. Right now, where you currently are is a life that feels familiar. I mean, you have a routine, you have a husband, you have kids, you probably have someone feeding you. And all of a sudden, you want to leave all of that to face a life where you don't even know what it is in it for you. You don't even know what you're going to encounter on the journey. You don't even know if you're going to survive it. See, a lot of women stay trapped in harmful relationships because they are afraid of the commitment, afraid of living alone, afraid of going through this journey alone, the journey that was meant for two people. Now, one person has to carry the responsibility. A lot of people don't want to leave, but they often forget that comfortable places are not sometimes peaceful. A lot of women endure DV for so long because they are just scared and afraid of the judgments, the financial commitments, the shame, the guilt, afraid of starting all over. I remember questioning myself so many times before I left. Oh, I knew for a fact that I wasn't where I was supposed to be. I was very, very certain. But to leave, I had to think about it over and over and over and over again. It is scary to be walking into the unknown. A life that you have right now, at least you have a grasp of it. It may not be favorable. But what happens to the life where you don't have an idea what's waiting for you? A life where you know that the society does not want you to leave. Stay married, regardless of what happens. A woman is supposed to keep the home. A woman is supposed to build the home. And what happens when the woman loses her strength? What happens when she can no longer keep going? What happens when she's not valued? And that's when I realized that fear doesn't mean you're wrong. It actually means it is hard. Well, let's talk about the children. What happens to your children when you leave? Who's going to take care of them? How are you going to take care of them? A father has to be present in the life of his children. A mother has to be present in the life of his children. But you consider these children, what do they see? What is a child that is growing up in a house where there is heat, arguments, and sometimes domestic violence? What would you grow up to see? They'll tell you, you have to stay. Your children are depending on you. How do you plan to take care of them? They say that children from broken homes are broken, forgetting that it does not only take two people to raise children. It takes two strong, healthy, mentally stable people to actually raise children. How do you raise a child in an environment that is not peaceful? What are you teaching them? What are they seeing? I had to ask myself, what am I teaching my children by staying here? To teach them to endure when there are better options? To teach them to give their life to the society to decide for them? To teach them to not take charge of their lives? To teach them that love means enduring when you're supposed to be walking? What are they seeing? We forget that children grow up to actually see these things. These things are tattooed in their brains. They live with these memories for the rest of their lives. So, if you're staying for the children, what are your children seeing? The truth is, children don't just hear what we say. They absorb. They embrace what you live. Oh, let's talk about the pressure from the society. People that have not in any way, form or manner contributed to your life are telling you what to do with it. Oh, what an irony. I don't have anything to contribute to this. Why do I have a say in it? And they are so authoritative about your life that they want you to live it exactly the way they want. Forgetting that you are the architect of your own life. The society often has a way of making women feel like when you walk out of a marriage, you have failed. Stereotypes, the stigma, the shame, the pressure. You're not a failure. I remember feeling like I had to tell my friends, my colleagues, why I walked. I had the urge to always explain my side of the story. I wanted to tell them, oh, this was the reason, forgetting that they actually do not care. No, they don't. And that's when it clicked. The society does not carry your reality. You do. And the fear of starting all over again. Where do I start from? Where do I begin? How do I survive? If I walk out of this marriage now, that means I'm going to be starting my life from the beginning. I'm going to be starting afresh. What happens to the identity that I have built while I was married? What happened to the things that I have achieved while I was married? Where do they go to? They just disappear into thin air? And now I have to start over. The fear of starting over keeps a lot of women stuck in harmful relationships right now. There are statistics to prove that. A lot of women are not happily married. They are not staying because they want to. They are staying because they are scared of starting their life all over again. Because you don't know what comes next. Oh, I didn't know what was coming next when I walked away. I knew I was going to start all over again. But guess what? I wasn't starting from the beginning. I was starting from a place of experience. So I'm telling you today, you are not starting all over. You are starting from a place of experience. You've grown. You've evolved. You've learned. And you're going to be taking these lessons with you for the rest of your life. So no, you're not starting all over. You're starting from a place of experience. I realize that starting over is hard. But staying where you are breaking is harder. Until the next page of this diary, remember to keep choosing yourself.